What's up, boys? Hello, hello, hello. Okay, so, first things first, I want to apologize. I did say in one of my videos that I'd be uploading at least one video every single day, and it's been 3 days since my last upload. So, apologies for that. But, I'm gifting you this absolute goldmine of a video, because why not? It's handy to have knowledge and share it, so. That brings me to what this video is about and my future plans. So, this video is called Breacher's Basics. It should be titled that anyway. If editing goes well, that's how it will be. And in the caption, if you guys check down below, there's going to be a Discord invite link, and then my Discord username, my personal one. So you guys can either join the Discord. It's still being set up. It's still very raw. There's not a lot of rules. There's not a lot of channels, but it's getting there. It's just taking some time because I'm doing it on my own at the moment. And then I'll add my personal Discord in the bio below, just above the Discord server. That way, if you guys want to message me for questions or you want to play some games with me at some point, feel free to add me and send me a message and we can run some, and I'll answer any questions you guys have. So today's video is Breacher's Basics. So I'm going to be running over the tools and the equipment, what they're for, why they're there, how to use them, what's the differences between them basically, and the safer ways. So to kick it off, currently at the moment, all I'm going to be showing you is, like I said, different tools, whatnot, and then how to use them. So approaching thresholds, which are, for example, a threshold is either a doorway, a window, a room, anything that you can get access to, or anything you can see into is a threshold. So think just like a house room, like your personal bedroom in your own home, for example, or your living room. Making entry to that, that's a threshold, right? How to make entry to it, approaching it, whatnot. So let's go check out what the equipment is that we have available and what the differences are. Okay, so the tools that we have accessible to us right now, or utility, whatever you want to call them, we have the ding dong here, which is actually called the millionaire. It is a breaching hammer with a pry bar bottom end. This one is really, really handy, more so because of the weight system that was recently introduced to Operator. So let me drop my current piece of util. So this breaching hammer, I weigh 25.44 kilograms at the moment. With the breaching hammer equipped, I weigh 29.94. This is good. It doesn't always open a door in the first hit. If it's a locked door, it'll take 2. If it's an unlocked door, it should just take the 1, and it'll swing open nice just like that. Also depends on what side. If I try to hit it open from this side, I'm going to need to hit it twice just to pop it open. There we go. So, pros and cons to this. Pros, it's lightweight, it's strong, it's efficient. Cons, there isn't really any I can think of other than its length. That's about it. It's a little too long for my liking. I prefer the foldy up, you know, the foldable up sledgehammers. Those work a lot better than these ones because they're easy to conceal. So next up we have the rat ram. This is what I was just using here a moment ago, which is currently floating above the floor, defying Einstein's or Isaac Newton's law of gravity, which just shouldn't work, but we won't question. So the rat ram here, it's actually a really efficient tool. So having this equipped, 29.94 kilograms, almost the exact same as having the millionaire or the ding dong. So with this, the pros are it is super lightweight, it's not too heavy, it is really, really strong. So think the hammer and the Black Hawk combined into one. That's what this is, and it's fast. It works fast. And with it being so light, it's easy to hit things. I mean, look at how quick this is. It takes a matter of milliseconds to get swinging. So this is a personal preference for me. I love it. It's much, much better in my eyes than anything else that I've ever rocked. And it's strong. So Blackhawk DEMS, or formerly known as the Enforcer or the No Knocker. So this one here, really, really fucking big, as you can see. Apologies for my language. I just don't feel like having to not swear or act like someone I'm not for a video because YouTube doesn't like it. I don't care at the moment. If this gets taken down, it gets taken down. So with this, the pros are it is really strong. Like really, really strong. It's big, so it is hard to miss. If you have to drop some weight when you're running and you have to come back and pick this up at some point, you're not going to miss it, man. It's massive, it's black, and it's white and green. The reason I say it's black isn't racial. Just to throw that in there. Loads of people think I'm racist for some reason. I'm not. The reason I say it's black is because black is not a natural color. It's not something that exists in nature. If you walk into a forest at daytime, you're not going to see any black. You're going to see like mud brown, dark brown, really, really dark brown. You're going to see different shades of greens, different shades of kind of like transparent white, stuff like that. But typically this is not a color you will see in nature. At nighttime you get shadows which are black, and you get other stuff, which is why multicam black was invented. I'm actually wearing it in the moment. There's a reason it's not fully black and it has leaf shapes on it and kind of colors you'd see in a forest, because that is what you see at night, not just black. So it's hard to miss. Pros are really, really strong. I think I just covered this. It is fast, it's big, it's cool, it's just really good. Cons. The bigger it is, the heavier it's going to be. So I now weigh 41.32 kilograms, okay? Which isn't a bad trade-off considering the fact that the amount of power this thing has is worth carrying. But on those longer operations, for example Armenia or Georgia or wherever you might be going, where you have to walk, rock or sprint a very far distance, this is not something you want to be carrying for that. It's just not. This is where the rat ram or the hammer is going to be more effective. Pros to this, again, I forgot to add in, it's heavy, so that can be a good thing in CQB. The heavier it is, the more momentum you can get behind that, the more power it's going to have when you hit something with it. It's strong. It is really, really strong. One hits pretty much everything. Another pro is it doesn't just work on wooden doors, it works on steel doors. Just like the rat ram does. The rat ram takes slightly more hits to open it because it's a steel door, whereas this one, pretty much one hit to the lock and it's swinging open regardless. 2 hits if you're on the other side, sometimes 1. So yeah, it's pretty good. You can see how my arms are shaking because this is heavy. This is not something you can put low ready, high ready. Your arms are going to shake regardless because it's heavy. Once you drop it, it'll go away though, because arm tiredness in this isn't too crazy, I guess. But yeah, so that's pretty much the utility covered. So you have the hammer, you have the rat ram, and then you have that. Let me repick my rat ram up. You have the Black Hawk, or the No Knock, the Enforcer, whatever you want to call it. This brings us to our final and last piece of utility, which is the Mossberg shotgun. This here is one of the only breaching shotguns in the game. There is another one, which is this one right here, the Benelli M2. The reason I don't carry this is because it's a fully automatic, you can't slim it down enough, and it's too big. Whereas with this one, I actually already have a breaching shotty build set, kind of similar to how I would rock it real life if I had the option. So I'm rocking black and tan, more so reasons being, it's tan, it's oxidized tan actually, so it's really easy to see. When light hits that, it's going to shine. You drop it, it falls off your magnet, whatever might happen. When the light hits that, you're going to see it. If it's in the dark, you're still going to see it because it's fucking tan. There's not too much black on there. Important thing with breaching shotguns is size. You don't want anything too big. You want it to be small, compact, and light. Now notice how I was 29 to 40 kilograms with my utility. With this breaching shotgun, I'm only 32.24. That is actually with my rat ram equipped, so without that I'm 27.74, which is massive. The important thing to notice with this too is the rounds. So buckshot and slugs, they will not work to blow open a door or a lock. It won't happen. Flanchette is what you want to have. It is only the only ammunition types for the shotguns that will blow a door open. The only thing is, this does not work with steel doors. Kind of common sense. You're not going to put a shotgun to a steel door lock and blow it up and hope for the fucking best. It's not going to work. And you want the size to matter. I carry the 2-round magazine tubes because when I chamber a round and reload, I now have 3 rounds set in this, which is realistically all that I'm going to need to hit a door open. So just to demonstrate how this works really quick, let me slap this out the way. Now, these doors are already unlocked, and I'm aware, I know, but it's not going to make a difference because this works exactly how it would if it was actually locked. So I don't rock a rear sight. I'm sure that's the first thing you noticed. The reason for that is I don't need to aim. I don't want to have to aim in and bring this too high up. I just need a general consensus and a guide to where I'm looking, where my barrel's at. So from here, this shotgun, if you look at it closely here, we have, I believe that is 1.5 inches, 1.25 inches of rise. So I'm not going to put my optic right to this. I'm going to lift it that inch up. That way it's there. You can aim for the door handle if you want, but realistically it's the lock you want to aim for. You aim for this, check, make sure your teammate's good to go. Blow this open, door will swing, you can then chamber, and then go. That's it. In the event that your shotgun runs out of ammo, which I find is unlikely, but in the event that it does, you're kind of fucked. Which is why we carry slap charges. I forgot to cover that, so I thought I'd just do a nice little transition into it. So slap charges are important. Main reason being, anything, they go through it. So brick walls, for example, if you guys have played the new maps yet, you can blow up the walls with slap charges, which is pretty dope. Steel doors are going to blow off the hinges, no problem. Wooden doors, that's definitely flying off. Basement doors, or whatever it might be, anything that can be opened or locked, this is going to take it clean off its fucking hinges, regardless of what it is. Realistically, slap charges have 0.54 kilograms of C4 packed into them, or 1 pound and 24 ounces. So that is more than enough C4. These, realistically, are not actually called slap charges. The official name for them is the M112 demolition block. We call them slap charges because of the adhesive tape on the side of them. And they come in different forms, so sometimes you'll see them like this, exactly like this, sometimes they'll be green. Sometimes it's actually, it looks like tape. It's a slightly thicker bit of tape. And all they do is it's adhesive on both sides, it's like a blue roll tape. They stack it up, they unroll it, and then they just stick it across, hook up their det cord, hook up your detonator, walk back, dead it, kaboom, that's that. Sometimes it can look like fucking sellotape, right? C4 is, for those of you who don't know, C4 is like Play-Doh. It's like white Play-Doh. You can mold it, chew it, you can do whatever the fuck you want to get it into a specific shape, which is why it's so versatile and why it's so used. Slap charges are an absolute must in my kit. My designated role within my group of guys, my unit, is breacher. So my job for them is to get access to places that they don't want, that people don't want me to get access to, or if we're approaching a building that has a hostile presence on the inside of it, the ability to get in there in under 4 seconds, 5 seconds, depending on the size of it. That's where I specialize, especially on this game. So the ability to get in and out, the ability to make entry for my team, etc. That's what I specialize in. I have a lot of practice, a lot of videos I've watched, a lot of learning. So slap charges, in my opinion, are an absolute must. C4 is so versatile. An offset chance that you don't need a slap charge and you just need C4, you can peel the tape back on this and you have a block of fucking C4. So they are really, really versatile, and in this game, like I said, they'll blow anything off the hinges. So, for example, if we quickly rock up to this door, if you imagine this were locked, I'm going to do this from the outside just so you see how effective this is. Placement is key, so placing it right above that lock. I'm not sure if that'll work because that's one on the side of it. Let me grab my distance. Let me get my distance really quickly, and I'll check it. So, biggest thing with slap charges is coverage and distance, so you don't want to be standing too close to it. It's non-lethal for players. Realistically, I could stand right next to it and clack it off. It's not going to kill me. For me, I like the immersion aspect, so I am going to back off from this, and then once I'm set to go, I'll toggle my voice chat like so, and I will just announce that I'm either burning or blowing. For me, I prefer blowing because it's a slightly shorter word than burning, and I can say it louder and a lot faster than I can go burning, or I can just go blowing, and then blow it, and it's done. So from here, I'll toggle my voice chat, look to my left, right, see where my teammates are at, and I will just quietly announce blowing, pull the pin on this, and then with that, the door is clean off the hinge. Now, this is why I say placement's important. Now, notice how I tried to place it on this lock to pull this door off. That didn't work, and it got slapped on this side here, which I'm assuming blew this one clean off. You know, can kind of tell. So, that's a slap charge. That's why they're important. Making access to places that you aren't supposed to get into. It is an absolute must. So let's run back to the kill house really quickly, and I'll demonstrate some ways to breach. Okay, boys, now that I'm here, we're back over here at the kill house. So with this one here, I forgot to grab my rat ram. Oh, I'm gonna have to. Okay, you know what? Normally I would cut it out of the footage so you don't have to see minutes of me just running back and forth from the armory to the kill house, but unfortunately you're gonna have to bear with me, and you're gonna have to force yourself to watch this really, really boring part of this. My editing skills aren't up to par just yet, so there's a lot of things that are off with me at the moment. You'll see me slide across places and just do really weird stuff. My Wi-Fi is really wonky right now. My PC doesn't like it when I record, so that's not a good thing. I noticed that the other day there. I was trying to record a Armenia video for you guys on Tier 1. Solo 6-day Tier 1 AI, you know how it goes. It did not go well, my PC did not like it. If you hear barking and noise in the background, I apologize. I'm having issues with my voice mod at the moment. So voice mod, for those who don't know, it's just a voice changer mod. I use the clean mic on it. What it does is it filters out background noise, it filters out absolutely everything, and it enhances the sound of your voice to the point that I can pretty much whisper and it'll sound like I'm talking to you. It's really cool. But taking that out of the picture. So, approaching this and how to breach it, using utility specifically. So right now I have the rat ram equipped, it's just my preference. Coming up to this, I see a lot of people that'll hit this in and then just walk right through it. I'll open it, for example. They'll hit it and then just walk right in and then pull their rifle out. The issue with this is I didn't pie this and I didn't clear it, so I'm exposed to these guys, I'm exposed to him, like I'm very dead. So what would happen is there would be a teammate standing roughly here, holding this angle for me. This is called pulling security. So if there's someone behind this door, there's someone next to it, someone's gonna run out, it means I can hit this end, I can move, and he has got it covered completely. So it means that I'm not dying to nothing crazy. Now when I hit this, okay, I see a lot of people, like I just covered, they'll walk right in or they'll step back. You don't want to do that. You want to run offset. So I'll look at my teammate, I'll do this, I'll do like a little upward nod with my head to let him know I'm breaching, or I'll just give him an audio and talk on my voice chat like so and go breaching. And what I'll do is I will slap this. Once it's open, I'm immediately going to run back around him and get off the X. The main reason for this is if I weren't to do that and try to crawl back, I'm then creating a problem, because if they flood out and kill him, I'm dead. I have no coverage. I'm stuck in a corner. Whereas if I run around him, I'm baiting them to come to him. So he's utilizing the coverage from the door and the concealment that doorway is giving him, this part right here. He's utilizing this standing offset, so you can see deep enough into here he can deal with this back guy, and if anyone runs out, he's going to deal with them too, really fast. So once I've done this, I'll run that again so you guys know what I'm doing. I'll hit this door in, I'll run offset around him, and the second I've done that, I'm going to go back for my long gun. I'm going to hit him with a heads up, he'll then flood clean into this corner, and I will flood in right behind him. That way we've covered both of this. He's going to do what's called body blocking. So with him standing security, he's further from the door, I'm closer, so I will run clean in, and typically I'll just go here, or whoever's closest. If he's over here, he'll just leg it in here. This technique here, sorry, this is lag right now, that glitch. Normally it's a lot cleaner. I'll run that again, just so it's not broken. So this technique here is called body blocking. Notice that I'm the only threat right here. The only threat is right here, right in front of me. So with this, I'm sucking up the damage. My plates are eating the rounds he's throwing at me. Now the AI, for those of you that don't know, they don't stand like this with the gun up. They stand low ready, like this. Sorry, Wi-Fi again. So when I come into this room, he's going to naturally, for example, start popping shots. Let me turn my around. He's going to naturally, if we just imagine this was low ready, he's going to naturally start shooting as he comes up, right? Similar to that. So if I make entry into here like this and I drop him, I'm doing what's called body blocking. So as he's shooting up, my plates and my legs are absorbing most of the damage. That way the guys running in behind me aren't getting hit. So same thing with this. Doorways like this, you do not want to be using utility, like at all. It's not something you want to be using because you don't have space to go anywhere. And the off chance that you want to, it's a bad idea, right? I'm always going to tell you not to do it because your character is right-handed. There's no way to change that at the moment. And if you hit this, you're going to be so overly exposed for no reason. But if you really want to and you insist on using utility, you have a guy propped up here. Now, the closer he gets to this, right about here, this is called mounting. So from where he's at, his weapon's now mounted and his recoil is much less. Whereas if he were to be further back or tucked more behind this wall, like this, you'll see how my nozzle, if you look at this, it goes slightly up and then slightly down. Here, hold on. Like that. You see this? This is called mounting. So his gun is now braced. So the recoil for this, something like that. Whereas, hold on. Whereas braced, it doesn't move because he's braced, right? His arm, basically, realistically, what would happen is his arm would be a little bit more to the wrist side and he'd be pushing his rifle into his arm, creating that brace. But in the off chance where you do insist on using utility to blow this, you're going to have a guy standing right here, nice and braced up against this. Once you're good to go, he'll give you the heads up, not you. Once he's set, he'll do a little nods up like so. You'll smack this in, and the second you do that, you're getting off the X. You're just moving as fast as you can out of the way. Now as you've done that, he's going to slowly start, because from where he's at, he's going to slowly start pushing in, like so, and pieing this room out. So you can get information here. Once he's here, same thing, he's going to give you that heads up, and you're going to run clean in here. Or, well, he'll run clean in here. And your job, once your security man is ran in there, you're going right behind him and dealing with this, all that's in front. He's already pied it out, so you know it's clear, but just to be safe. This is a hallway, you don't know what's behind it, you don't know if anyone's going to come out. So doorways like this, these ones are super cool for me to deal with because it's just great. So from here, you'll have a guy offset. He's going to be really exposed, but his job, his sole purpose is to pull security. If you really want him to, if there's something like this, he can stand kind of similar to this, like that, or you can manually adjust his height so his height over bore isn't affected, and he can shoot clean here, giving him that coverage if he really wants it or if he needs it. But anyway, from here you'll have a guy standing about here pulling security. Same thing, I'll run up, smack this in like so, and I'm going to get off the X as fast as possible, pull my rifle back out. The second I do that, he's going to start walking up. So the second that I hit that, he's moving up, I'm going to connect with him, we're going to shove this open, and we're going to go clean in and go dynamic. So going dynamic here, this is both sides. Once we get up to this bit, we're going to bypass this, yada yada yada, we're getting here. I'll do a CQB video later. We'll come in here. Doorways like this, okay? So, this one. So this one, right? This is a slap charge job for me anyway. So the first thing we're going to do, or the guy that's pulling security, he's going to do this for you. And he's going to make sure there's nothing obstructing the bottom of this doorway. No wedges, no sticks, stones, glass, anything that can be used as shrapnel, anything that's going to affect you getting in and out of this room and affect the safety of the operators upon entry. So once this is done, all it is a slight movement, checking there's nothing here. Breacher will then come up, adjust his height manually, pick his charge placement, place his charge. That's horrible placement. You both will then collapse out of here. You'll get to a safe distance. You'll then announce same thing in the chat, blowing. Second you announce that, you pull that pin. Now, a lot of people think they'll go in and clear run this, but you have smoke screen like this. It's normally a lot thicker. So you'll take your time coming into this, and what's going to happen is the first guy's going to quickly do that, give you the nods up, he's going to run in, second man's going to run here. So just to slow my pace down a little bit, just to make sure you got that, the first man is going to come in like this, straight in here. He's going to completely ignore this back corner, because the breacher or the second man should immediately be behind him and going into this, body blocking. This doorway is fairly simple. I can't really do much for breaching on this one because it's not part of this video. This is just an introductory to the basics. So again, same thing, we'll use this door for an example because I knocked the last one off its hinge. I'll come up here, a guy will pull security, I'll hit this, and then I'm immediately going to get off the X. Once he's pushing up, I'll rejoin him. That way we're set, we're moving as a collective, no one's getting separated, and doing it that way creates this safety net for you and your teammate. Your teammate is your safety net, but you also have the wall, the concealment, you have everything, you have the coverage. So doing it that way is much safer. So this is the first part of Breacher's Basics. Hopefully I only have to do this one episode. But if you guys want to see more on breaching and kind of how they work, let me know in the comments and I'll try my best to make another video on it. But that pretty much sums this one up. So thank you again for watching, it's much appreciated. Again, just before I wrap this up, I'm so sorry for the delay in the upload. It was supposed to be done 2 days ago and I couldn't, man. I had no idea what I was doing, what I wanted to do, what you guys wanted to see up until like 2 days ago, yesterday. And again, criticism, leave comments or message me privately. So if you have something you want to see specifically, so say you want to see me and my squadron run this stuff, you want to see specific missions, specific challenges, like anything like that, let me know. Like, it is really appreciated. And again, the last thing I'll say before I go is just a reminder, in the bio of this video there will be the link to the new Discord server, and there will be the link to my personal, well, not the link, but my username for my personal Discord. So feel free to add me on there. Any questions, you want to run some games sometime, like absolutely anything, feel free to shoot me a message. I know there's a bunch of guys that I met earlier on today that checked my YouTube out. I taught them some stuff. It was super cool of them. Super cool guys. If you guys are watching this, it's again much appreciated. But yeah, this is just Advanced Breacher's Basics. There'll be another one up shortly. Thank you so much for watching, and with this I'm going to wrap it up. And I won't take up any more of your guys' time because I know this video is about 20 minutes, 23 minutes. I've not even edited it yet, and I know it's going to be long. So with that, I will see you all hopefully tomorrow.